चंदा में तुम्हें तो भरे हो चांदनी, सूरज में उजाला तुम्ही से, ये गगन है मगन, तुम्हें तो दिए हो इस तारे भगवन, ये जीवन तुम्हें न सवारोगे तो क्या कोई सवारे, ओ पालनहारे निर्गुण और न्यारे, तुमरे बिन हमरा कौन नहीं, तुमरे बिन हमरा कौन नहीं।
ओ पालनहारे निर्गुण और न्यारे, तुमरे बिन हमरा कौन नहीं, तुमरे बिन हमरा कौन नहीं।
जो सुनो तो कहे प्रभु जी हमरी है विनती, दुखी जन को धीरज दो हारे, तुम निर्बल
Pradhanam, good evening. Assalamu alaikum, my dear brothers and sisters. Today we have in this gathering here to pay our condolence to the family and the dead. Okay? Okay, so we just want to sing a bhajan. Which yeah. And to pay tribute to the deceased. Hare, y'all could please join me. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare
Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Oh, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. All right. Om, Om, Hari Om. Could join me in singing. We're singing for the soul, okay? For the soul. Anyway, I'll talk about that. पिंजरे के पंछी रे तेरा दर्द न जाने खो, तेरा दर्द न जाने खो, पिंजरे के पंछी रे कह सके तू अपने कहानी, तेरे भी पंछी क्या जिंदगानी रे, विधि न तेरी कथा में लीनी, विधि न तेरी कथा में लीनी, आंसू ये कल मत रोई रे, तेरा दर्द न जाने कोई, तेरा दर्द न जाने कोई, पिंजरे के पंछी रे चुप के रोने वाले रत्ना बिछा के दिल खिंचाली रे, ये पत्थर की देश के पगरे कोई न के वन हो, तेरा दर्द न जाने खोय, तेरा दर्द न जाने खोय, पिंजरे के पंछी रे Anybody would like to do a bhajan or to say a few words? They could come up, please.
Good afternoon. Namaste Assalamu alaikum, Sitaram, whatever religion you are following. My humble respect to you. My condolences to this family. And I know Uncle Persaud since I came to Barbados maybe about 23 years ago. And Uncle Persaud, he always be the man there. And he said, devotional service is never being lost. So whatever devotional service he has performed, he will get that benefit. So whatever we do in this life, try to do our best in our ability to do the best for the Lord. When pleasing the Lord, he says like putting water on the root of a plant, the whole plant becomes satisfied, all the branches become satisfied. So I'll do a verse on Bhagavad Gita. Say, na tu evam jatu nasam natvam janadipa, na chaiva pamisva sarva ata param. He said, never a time that I did not exist, nor you, nor all these kings, nor in the future shall any of us cease to be. So Uncle may leave the body here now, but the soul continues. You see, as the embodied souls continue, passes from this boyhood to youth to old age, the soul passes to another body of death. So we're always in the material world or the spiritual, wherever we are. We continue to take body according to our activities. And the bhajan was saying, the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra was saying just now. He said, in the age of Kali, Harinama eva kevalam ivanaste naganyata. In the age of Kali, the only means of deliverance is chanting the holy name, chanting the holy name, chanting the holy name. There is no other way, there is no other way. So in the Bible it states that from the rising to the setting of the sun, one should glorify the name of the Lord. In the Quran says we should chant the name of Allah. So no matter whatever name we knew him by, we call upon his name. In that way, when we call upon the name of the Lord, we reciprocate, like you're making a phone call and you call in the name of the Lord, you're making a connection with the Lord. So whatever Uncle has done, he will get the benefit. Surely, from what I could see, from the time I go to the mandir, his van is always there, he's there. And that devotional service is never being lost. So wherever if we do not complete it in this life, in our next life, wherever we born again or wherever, we could take up from there and go back home, back to Koret. So thank you. Let me just sing one mantra. If anybody else want to sing anything, I don't know. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. You all could join with me. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. So thank you very much. Let me just leave one more thing. It's said in this age of Kali, this place is called a Mitralok, a place of death. So we pass through 8,400,000 species of life before we gain this human form. And this human form is very rare. And we should use this human form to go back home, back to Godhead. And because this place is called Dukkhalanam, it's a place of death, birth, we suffer birth, old age, disease, and death in this material world. This is a cycle. But we can stop this cycle by going back home, back to Godhead. And suffering begins in the womb. We're in the mother's womb for 9 months. 1 month, the head is up, one head is down. I said the greatest punishment to give one is to rub, when you have a cut, you rub salt and pepper in there. So when we hang them upside down. So when we in our mother's womb, we suffer. We're surrounded by stool, blood, worms, bite us. We cannot move in that fixed position there. But when you come out to this material world, we say, whoa, it's beautiful here. But still we suffer in our youth. When we become boyhood, we fall in love, we get broken-hearted, pain, and then we get old, and then you get disease, and then we leave the body. So this is a cycle, and it continues all the time. So Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita, one should seek a place where having gone never ever return to this material world. So this world is temporary and miserable. So we should try our best to do and serve the Lord in every way we can to go back home to the spiritual world. Thank you very much for listening. Hare Krishna.
Y'all could sing along with me, please. Jai Radha Madhav, Jai Kunja Bihari, Jai Radha Madhav, Jai Kunj Bihari, Jai Gopi Janaval Bhala, Jai Gopi Janaval Bhala, Jai Girivare Dhari, Jai Radha Madhav, Jai Kunj Bihari, Yashoyanandana Jagabrajaranjana, Yashoyanandana Jagabrajaranjana, Yashoyanandana Jagabrajaranjana, Yashoyanandana Jagabrajaranjana, Jamuna Tir bachaye, Jamuna Tir bachaye, Jaya Giravare Dhare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Hare. Talking about faith, my brother had explained a lot about doing good, live a life where we come from. We had made so much promise to God when we were in the womb of our mom. Okay? All the promises. And some of us don't even pay heed to all those promises. To God is watching. He is looking at us from a babe growing up. How much time is and how much we want to relate to God. In what way we are relating to God. How much we love God that bring us here. He has given us everything. We're talking about this every day. Oh, my Lord is giving me breath, ears, and look how He make us unique. Just like Himself. And the Bhagavad Gita says that we are second of God. See, we are second. He ensured, the Lord has not short us a finger. He did not, He has complete Himself and us. So, brothers and sisters, we are here to love, to give, to understand each other, not watching one pocket. Oh, my pocket today is heavy. And you know what? It doesn't matter how some poor people try to strive. They're not going, because the karma, you know the word karma, is to do with what you come here with. But then again, you got to elevate yourself in your dharma and elevate yourself in living standard. Give a helping hand. Love. I try to understand. Oh, she ain't got no education. He ain't got no man. They can't They can't rally with me or they can't bind themselves, come together. Because they're you. You is the one that have the intelligence is locked of it, not this one. Not me who don't have any. You is the one to inspired. We're here to share and inspired each other. Shows a lot of love, give. And be a better life in the sight of God. Because brother, we have I must put this in my mind. We have the guy that writing in the scriptures. Right now he is writing. He is writing all of us. Every word that we spoke, everything we have in his mind. I must get that name anytime I have to talk to. He is writing. He is right. His duty is to write, to perform, to give it to the Lord. Okay? So we in this trap here, we are trapped in this play field here. We're trapped. Some ready to go, some do not ready. I don't want to go, I don't want to. When the Lord ready, you have to go. Whatever you built and whatever I had shared, you will reap the benefits of it, if it's bad or good. So we want my brother, I'll miss him a lot. God since I came to Barbados 45 to 50 years ago, I met Mr. Persaud. We are in one organization. And I'm a singer, as everybody knows. I'm a dancer too. So we share a lot in common. And when I go Monday, he must hear me sing. If they ain't give me a chance, he will. He will get, he will get a little perturbed. But he will be missed by, I guess, by my home circle, and I think each and everybody here, because he was a contractor, and so I guess he knows a lot of people. And I would say he's a good man, and he died in a good time. So that was able, with all of this that doing here, was able to elevate his life until at 13 days when he was started to travel. We all have to pay a little price. That's what we're doing here. No man get away, including me. None of us will get away from God then. So we have a lot of questions. We have a lot of doubts. We have a lot of blockage to get where we want to. Oh, I want to go heaven. We don't go heaven so. The door would never open. When you go there and pass through all those questions and all and things what you got to do, he will say, well, that way and this way. It's only two ways. That way and this way. So brothers and sisters, I just want to say that what you sow, you shall reap, and try to live. We are only few. We were brothers and sisters coming and going. But due to all sorts of things, what is happening, we all fall back right here. We have to try to elevate ourselves and to get out from this trap. Because this is a very, very bad, this is a trap. Okay, so do good, and God will always follow you. I'll say two praises more, and for my deceased soul, my brother, and then anybody wants to come and say something, it's okay. You want to say something?
Sitaram, everyone. Assalamu alaikum, and a special good afternoon. As we celebrate the homegoing of this handsome father, You guys don't know me. I am from Guyana, Essequibo. I know this is not an uncle for me. He's my dad. My husband is disabled and he wants to come. They're two like brothers. The night when he died, he couldn't sleep. He said, Dad was wrong him. Because we keep calling him all the time, all the time. So we're gonna miss him. I take Dad a lot of places in Essequibo. I take him to a place called Siriki. He had a beautiful time there. We take him to Mainstay. We take him to Kapui. And he enjoy himself. When I miss my husband, he always there at this Dad. There, gaffing, sometimes I be there. And I enjoy the food that the son cook. One day I was there, he was cooking these layers. So he said, go and take out food. But I think he the best cook for the family. He is the best cook. And I know he would miss his dad. He would miss his dad because he alone live. And he crying all the time, all the time. So I must say to this family and the audience, I have 3 daughters and 2 sons, and they all say to you guys and the family, deepest condolence. Especially from my daughter who teaches CXC in Abrams Secondary School in Essequibo. She booked her flight to come on the crop over, but if she didn't book her flight, she would be here with me. And when I was coming, we had a hard time, very, very hard time. So I only came for 4 days because I'm doing a business and I had to go home back. So tomorrow, I will be going back. I will miss him because every time he comes, he has to stop by me. Always bringing something for me. He take a special speedboat, a special car from Supanam. And he always stop and say, I come. Sometimes he bring a slab of cheese, sometimes he bring a bottle of rum. My husband crying all the time for him, all the time, all the time. He said if he could walk, he would be here. But he have a trolley to push, so he can't make it. When he was good, he was up here because my daughter was living here for the past maybe 30-something years. She had a meat and vegetable saloon. And she moved to US. But her 2 sons in Guyana, in Barbados here right now. So my husband was, my son-in-law put up him in the 5-star hotel. And that is why he's crying, because he can't do the walking. Because he had an accident with a motorbike. So he said to the entire family, especially Monto, Devo, the 2 beautiful daughters, and all the rest of the family, son-in-law, daughter-in-law, grandchildren, I would like to say my deepest condolence again to the entire family. So I don't know when I will be here back again. So thank each and everyone here as we celebrate the homegoing of this dear father and dad, father-in-law, grandfather. Thank you so much. And thank you to be here for dad and everyone. Thank you so much. Have a blessed day
Priya, your family.
and go home safe drive.
Yes, yes, yes. When Pandit don't think they can go wrong, they can go wrong.
If anyone wants to say a tribute, please come up right now. Please come up. The grandchildren.
Everybody, Pandit is saying that if you want to do the condolence, you could come up. छोरे झमेला छूते जग का. Oh man, don't take anything to be serious in this world. Nothing. Just live your life simple and you go simple. Kabir Das is saying in this bhajan, this lovely bhajan is here. छोरे झमेला झूठे जग का कह गए दास कबीर पार लगाएंगे एक फल में तुलसी के रघुवीर छोरे झमेला छूते जग का भूल भुलैया जीवन तेरा साचो नाम प्रभु का मन ही बसा ले आज क्यों बंदे लेकर नाम गुरु को सूर्यदास की शाम हरेंगे सूर्यदास की शाम हरेंगे जन्म जन्म का थे छोरे झमेला झूठे जग का कह गए दास कबीर पार लगाए एक फल में तुलसी के रघुवीर छोरे झमेला छूते जग का आए भी अकेला जाए भी अकेला दो दिन के जिंदगी है दो दिन का मेला आए भी अकेला जाए भी अकेला दो दिन की जिंदगी है दो दिन का मेला जिनके तूने जिन लिए है तूने महल सजाए, मतलब कि यार सारे सही है पराए। इनके लिए है कितना दुख में झकेला, 2 दिन की जिंदगी है जो दिन का मेला। आए भी अकेला जाए भी अकेला, 2 दिन की जिंदगी है जो में का मेला। हरि के शरण क्या होगा, एक धूप सपना, जीवन मिले ना फिर ये जीवन कपाले। कही है ये जग रे सारा उसमें झकेला, 2 दिन की जिंदगी है 2 के मेला। आए भी अकेला जाए भी अकेला, 2 दिन की जिंदगी है 2 दिन का मेला। थैंक यू, थैंक यू। Y'all could come forward. This is going right now. This is okay. So y'all could come up to pay your last tribute. Pandit.
ओ पालनहारे निर्गुण और न्यारे, तुमरे बिन हमरा कौन नहीं, तुमरे बिन हमरा कौन नहीं।
ओ पालनहारे निर्गुण और न्यारे, तुमरे बिन हमरा कौन नहीं, तुमरे बिन हमरा कौन नहीं।
हमरी उलझन सुलझाओ भगवन,
तुमरे बिन हमरा कौन नहीं, तुमरे बिन हमरा कौन नहीं।
तुम्हें हमका हो संभाले, तुम्हें हमरे रखवाले।
तुमरे बिन हमरा कौन नहीं, तुमरे बिन हमरा कौन नहीं। ओ पालनहारे निर्गुण और न्यारे, तुमरे बिन हमरा कौन नहीं, तुमरे बिन हमरा कौन नहीं।
चंदा में तुम्हें तो भरे हो चांदनी, उजाला तुम्ही से, ये गगन है मगन, तुम्हें तो दिए हो इस तारे भगवन, ये जीवन तुम्हें न सवारोगे तो क्या कोई सवारे। ओ पालनहारे निर्गुण और न्यारे, तुमरे बिन हमरा कौन नहीं, तुमरे बिन हमरा कौन नहीं।
ओ पालनहारे निर्गुण और न्यारे, तुमरे बिन हमरा कौन नहीं, तुमरे बिन हमरा कौन नहीं।
जो सुनो तो कहे प्रभु जी हमरी है विनती, दुखी जन को धीरज दो, हारे नहीं वो कभी दुख से, तुम निर्बल को रक्षा दो, रह पाए निर्बल सुख से।
भक्ति दो, शक्ति दो, भक्ति दो, शक्ति दो।
जग के जो स्वामी हो, इतनी तो अर्ज सुनो, है पथ में अंधियारे, दे दो वरदान में उजियारे।
ओ पालनहारे निर्गुण और न्यारे, तुमरे बिन हमरा कौन नहीं, तुमरे बिन हमरा कौन नहीं। ओ पालनहारे निर्गुण और न्यारे, तुमरे बिन हमरा कौन नहीं, तुमरे बिन हमरा कौन नहीं।
श्री कृष्ण कन्हैयालाल की जय, श्री महाविष्णु भगवान की जय. My dear friends, I ask kindly we class hands, we join in Pratana prayer as I commence this phase of today's proceedings. We bow before the lotus feet of God. We join in Dhyana Shlokas. Om पार्थाय प्रतिबोधितं भगवता नारायणेन स्वयं, व्यासेन ग्रथितां पुराणमुनिनः मध्ये महाभारतम्, अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवतीम् अष्टादशाध्यायिनीम् अम्ब त्वामनुसन्दधामि भगवद्गीते भवद्वेषिणीं। नमोऽस्तु ते व्यासविशालबुद्धे पुल्लारविन्दयतपत्रनेत्र, येन त्वया भारततैलपूर्ण प्रज्वालितो ज्ञानमयः प्रदीप प्रपन्नपारिजाताय स्तोत्रवेत्रकपाणये ज्ञानमुद्राय कृष्णाय गीतामृतदुही नमः। सर्वोपनिषदो गावो दुग्धां गोपालनन्दना पार्थो वत्ससुधीर्भुक्त दुग्धं गीतामृतं महत्। वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परम आनन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं भीष्मद्रोण तथा जयद्रथजल गान्धारनीलोत्पल शल्यग्राहवक्रेप्कृपेण वहनीः कर्णेन विलाकुल अश्वत्थामविकर्णघोरमकरा दुर्योधनवर्तिनी सोतीर्ण खलु पाण्डवैरणदी कैवर्तः केशव पाराशर्यवचः सरोजममलं गीतार्थगन्धोक्तकं धानाख्यानककेशवं हरिकथा सम्बोधनाबोधितं लोके सज्जनशतपथैर्हरिहर पेपेयमानं मुधा भूयात् भारत पंकजं खलिमल रज्जं श्रेयसे मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे परम् आनन्दमाधवम् यं ब्रह्मा वरुणीन्द्ररुद्रमरुतः स्तुन्वन्ति दिव्यैस्तवैः वेदैः साङ्गपदक्रमोपनिषदैर्गायन्ति यं सामगा ध्यानावस्थित तद्गतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनो यस्यान्तं न विदुसुरासुरगणाः देवाय तस्मै नमः देवाय तस्मै नमः हरि ओम। बोलिए श्री कृष्ण कन्हैयालाल की जय। We'll have the children be doing a small garlanding at this moment. Can we go together? प्रिय भक्तजन, beloved devotees all, namaskar, Sitaram. Sitaram everybody. Jai Sitaram. Namaskaram or namaste, you could maybe take back your respective seats if you wish, or maybe sit on this. Totally fine. Namaskaram or namaste literal means I bow to the divinity of God within each and every one of you, irrespective of your religious beliefs and whatever name and form we choose to worship God. Ek Bhagwan, there is just one God, and his name is God. That source which we refer as God, irrespective of whatever name and form we refer to, that same God we bow before today in reverence. And so I utilize at this moment, before I go further into today's program, as we pay tribute to our late Nana, brother, friend, father, and so many other relations of which we would have shared with the deceased. And I say deceased, or the Atma which would have left or exit the body of our dear Nana, that is, for the Atma, or which we refer to as the soul, is never been classified masculine or feminine. And so like this today, I am sure the immediate family, including myself, we are grateful to have all of you here today as we join in prayers and thanking God for such an outstanding individual, a remarkable one, of whom would have shared his time and life with many, of which I'm sure you would have heard many others speaking of before me here this evening. At this moment, my dear brothers and mothers, fathers, brothers and sisters, all, my message for today will be the last item on today's program. But at this moment, I ask for our sister Priya, another granddaughter of the deceased, our Nana, to do the eulogy, and after which we'll ask another granddaughter to address the forum, Miss Milo. Thank you very much.
Sitaram, good day everyone. Sorry. My name is Priya. And to most of you, Chandrika Persaud, better known as Mr. P or simply Nana, was a father, brother, uncle, friend, or neighbor. To me, he was just grandfather. Thank you all for being here today to celebrate his life and to support our family in this difficult time. Grandfather was born on the 7th of November, 1946, and lived a full, meaningful life until his passing on July 1st, 2026. He first shared his life with Rajpati, then Monica, in Guyana, before moving to Barbados, where he married the late Lilawati before settling with Sheila. Together, he and Rajpati had 5 children: Devo, the late Devika, Ovita, Manto, and Indra. As the year passed, our family began to grow. Sons and daughters-in-law became a part of his life, followed by grandchildren, then great-grandchildren. Ours became the kind of family that could fill any room with laughter, stories, music, and love. And grandfather, he wouldn't have it any other way. Anyone who knew him would describe him as a man with the biggest heart, the warmest smile, and of course, a stubborn streak. Once grandfather made up his mind, there was no changing it. But to me, he wasn't simply the head of our family. He was my grandfather. One of the most special things we shared was our birthday. We were both born on November 7th, and growing up, every year was celebrated together. The family would gather, we would cut a birthday cake that somehow hardly anyone ever ate. There would be food, drinks, plenty of laughter, and before long, grandfather would be seen on the dance floor dancing to his favorite chutney songs. We'd hear an "oh," and we knew the party was just getting started. If there was one thing anyone knew about him, it was how much he loved dancing, and even more, dancing with his family. Our milestone birthdays always seemed to happen together. When I turned 25, he turned 70. When I turned 30, he turned 75. And this year, when I turned 35, he would have turned 80 years old. I have to admit something. When I was younger, sometimes I wished I didn't have to share my birthday. Looking back now, I realize what a gift that truly was. And I would give anything just to celebrate one more birthday beside him. Some of life's greatest blessings are only fully appreciated once they're gone. I know I'm not the only grandchild whose life grandfather touched. He was the proud grandfather of Annalise Sunil, Derek, Ajay and Soma, Krishna, Shivika, Pinky and Krishna, Dudi, Radha and Raju, Amanda, Amrita, and Milo. He was also blessed to become a great-grandfather many times over, to Amit, Anushka, Akshay, Vijay, and AJ, Vishal, Vishan, Kia, Varun, Arjit, Arushi, and Arjun, and Krishna and Roshani. To every one of us, he was more than just our grandfather. He was our constant. He was the one who always found a reason to bring the family together, no matter how busy life became. Whether it was a birthday, a holiday, or simply an ordinary afternoon, he reminded us that family was always worth making time for. There's a verse from the Bhagavad Gita that has brought me some comfort during this time, and I would like to share it today. The soul is never born, nor does it ever die, nor once having been, does it ever cease to be. Unborn, eternal, ever existing, undying, and primeval, it does not slain when the body is slain. These words remind us that although grandfather's physical appearance is no longer with us, his spirit, his love, and the memories he gave us will remain forever. Grandfather, thank you for your love, your laughter, your strength, and for always reminding us how important family is. We will miss your smile, your dancing, your stories, and the joy you brought into every gathering. Although our hearts are heavy today, we are grateful for the many years we were blessed to share with you. Your memory will continue to live on in every family gathering, every birthday celebration, every dance, every story we tell. We love you. We'll miss you every single day. Rest peacefully, grandfather. Thank you.
Sitaram, everybody. My name is Sakita, or some of you may know me as Milo. I am the youngest child of Indra Persaud and the youngest granddaughter of my Nana. I honestly still haven't quite registered the passing of my Nana. I still sometimes think that I'll see him walking around when I go to his house, and that if I go to the temple and look to my right, he'll still be sitting in his usual corner. I suppose it's hard to accept the loss of someone you've known and loved your whole life. It was devastating for all of us to watch him fall ill, and it was even harder to watch him gradually become weaker and quieter, especially knowing the vibrant, hardworking, and strong person he truly was. After getting the call that my Nana had passed, my family and I all returned to his house. But not everyone. One person didn't make it home with us that night, and the house felt emptier because of it. I've come to realize that when someone leaves us, it's not only the person we lose. We also lose the habits we once found frustrating, and the silly disagreements, and the quiet comfort of simply knowing that they were there. Lately, I found myself wishing that I could argue with him one last time about him wanting to drive his car while he was sick, just to relive the moment when he had the strength to push past me and insist he was going for a drive anyways. I spent his good days and even his stubborn ones with him, and I would still choose to do it all over again, because that was who he was, an independent and self-sufficient individual who loved dancing to chutney music at gatherings and cruising with his family. Right until the very end, he never gave up on himself, or at least he never let us believe that he had. My Nana's resilience was something we had all witnessed. My mom, Auntie Sheila, Priya, Soma, and I saw it during the many hospital visits and doctor appointments we had to accompany him to. Though life became difficult, he continued to face each day with quiet strength and dignity. And even when I was the one looking after my Nana, he never stopped trying to look after me. He'd always ask if I had eaten and tell me to help myself to cake in the kitchen. and even tried to give Amit and me money to buy doubles. That was just the kind of person he was. He always put others before himself. So Nana, thank you for your love, for your strength, your kindness, and your contagious smile that I will forever miss. We love you. Rest in peace, and may your soul attain moksha. Thank you.
Thank you very much. At this time, I'll ask Brother Pitaji Budu to address the forum, please, before we go into my small message for today's proceedings. Please do. Thank you very much, sir.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I just arrived from Georgetown to try to make it to my brother's funeral. It was a week and a half we were haunted, restless nights, wondering what's going to happen. When his daughter said to me, "We don't know when it's going to be the funeral. We have to wait. You know how things are slow in Barbados." They told us 2 weeks. So we didn't know what to do. We didn't want to come and sit down in Barbados for 2 weeks. And we had other things to do. And I myself, I am not that well. I just came back from New York, had chemotherapy. And I was on the 25th of June. And on the 1st of July, he died. But Persaud was a good guy. He was born, as his granddaughter said, on the 7th of November, 1946. I came 1949. But we came from a very poor family. We work hard, late nights, but we usually fight. His name is Chandrika Persaud, and I had another uncle, one called Tongman Tongi, my mother's brother, and his name was Chandrika Persaud. So anytime we got an argument, I said, "Will you borrow a man's name?" And he would run me with a stick or something, and we would fight, literally fight. He would beat me up. And there's no point you complain when anybody comes home. But when the two of us are at home, we fight every day for something. Maybe that's the strength of love, I don't know. But we lived a good life. We were poor. We were sometimes don't have the best of what some people may have. But we come late in life to make excuses and say, "Well, you know, we don't have this, other people got that," but we don't believe in that. If you want to succeed in this world and to make life valuable, productive, and meaningful, you get your ass up and go and create the circumstances which would help you to do that. Don't blame people. Don't blame your circumstances. Don't blame this and that, oh, they were born with a silver spoon, and oh, these had that. Persaud struggled. And when things became economically difficult, very difficult in Guyana, you couldn't survive, he left. He said to me, "You know, I'm going to go to Barbados. I know a fellow there. I don't know if Bottling is here, but there was a fellow we called Butterby living not far from us. He came to Barbados, and he was a carpenter. And he encouraged Persaud to come over and work with him. So when Persaud told me he's going to Barbados, I said, you know what you're doing? You don't know people there. You don't know the circumstances. You don't know you're here. We're planting rice. We're rearing cattle. We're rearing poultry. Keep doing that, and one day you will succeed. But he didn't bother with me. I was younger than him, and he didn't maybe believe too much in what I said. He came. He eventually brought his children, his grandchildren, and they started to work hard. They were very disciplined, followed the laws and the rules, and they worked, and they built lives for themselves. I was in Guyana back because I was working there, so we weren't very often in contact. But whenever he visited home, he would say to me, why don't come and give it a try? I said, no, I don't think I can do that. I have sacrificed my life, 50 years of service in Guyana, and I need to prepare for my retirement and get some benefits from this society, which I contributed so significantly to. Eventually, all that was proven wrong. You know why they call United States God's country? But think about it seriously. There are thousands, if not millions like me, who go there and they get free medical care. You could go there. I had a heart condition, I have a pacemaker. And I went to my physician, a very prominent one, and he said, this thing is going to cost you 9 million Guyana dollars. Tell me, where are you going to get that? And so I left, and I went to the United States, and I got that service done free of charge till I'm finished 10 years, and I'm going back there in September to have the battery on the system replaced. So when he left, the message is when he left for betterment, he had a vision. He had seen things which I did not see. Because although I said, I'm going to stay here where I was working and make certain I get the benefit, that doesn't happen easily. And so when I said, if the circumstances in which you find yourself cannot support or make you the type of person you would like to be, you got to create those circumstances. You got to go out and find those circumstances. Take, for example, a painter. He lives in a family. I saw him and he knows how to paint. He takes this spray paint and put graffiti all over the place. And the country couldn't provide anything for him. There was no hope. There was no success. There was no future. There was no income. And you know, he went to New York and he starts spray painting those trains and those walls. And he's a millionaire these days. He owns several apartment buildings and he owned the biggest limousines you could have driving about the place. So maybe many of us make excuses and say, whenever it's too late, I should have done this, I should have done that, I should have done the next. But Persaud has left something for me to tell me that whenever in life you find difficulty in a particular situation, don't blame people, don't blame your environment, don't blame your circumstances. Get up and try hard enough with determination, discipline, self-respect, and perseverance, and you are going to succeed. It's very sad that we have to come and see him like this. I didn't get to see him earlier. But we came out on a flight this morning, and we have a 6:30 flight back into Guyana. And with all the difficulties, at least I am thankful that we could have seen him, and that I pray and I hope that all the members of the family, the grands and all of those, would remember his contribution to their hopes, their lives, and their existence. Many people don't know, we have very few in a family that was, Persaud was born of a mother, Ruth Sampat. There are many offsprings here. I could see Lena. Lena is a cousin. Her mother was Jessie Singh, the eldest daughter for that family. And today, there were 3 of us prominent ones remaining. Persaud, I have one, my mother's last sister, the small sister named Dulari. She's at Golden Fleece Estate in Essequibo. And I was the other person. But I am wavering, I am shaky. I don't put too much faith in what's going to happen in the future. Because if it wasn't for God's country, USA, I might have gone before him. If I depended solely on my circumstances at home, when you tell me $9 million to do this thing, so I said, Doc, what's going to happen? He said, boy, we don't produce this thing. You've got to go to Medtronic, and this equipment is very expensive. We don't have it here. We have to order it. I said, but still, it shouldn't cost so much. He said, you know, we got to bring in a man here and put him in a hotel, and he got to see that this thing is implanted correctly and that it functions as it. And I said, so I have to pay for all of that. What is the government doing? I have been working 50 years in very hazardous positions in this country, and this is what you are going to tell me? And I packed my bags and I went to New York. And on my way, I started to suffer difficulty breathing. And when the plane touched down, there was an EMS service, emergency medical service vehicle, to take me to a hospital. And they diagnosed me quickly, and I spent a week, and an implant was installed. The implant cost 70,000 US. Where would you get that? That's why that country is labeled as God's country. Because the number of people, I mean, it's unimaginable to know that the number of people from all over the world, they come and go there, and they get free medical attention. If you go into a hospital, they can't tell you, we're not going to treat you. They have to treat you. That's the law. But you will have to do things to improve yourself, and to try to get things done. So I don't want to keep you long enough. I know you had a long afternoon, but I'm hurt. I'm grieving. I feel it. It's my elder brother. We were 3 brothers. The last one died early. His daughter is here with us, Sharda. Now, he was the younger one, and he died first. Now, Persaud has gone and left me, but we were a closely knitted group. Our joy, our moments, we fought, and we were friends. We played games. We suffered the poverty we were born into for a long time. We created the circumstances we would like to have, and we moved. And so it is really hurting to know that we have to lose him at this point in time. But once there is a will, there is a way. And I would like to express my sympathy, deepest sympathy, condolences to all family and all friends who knew him. You see him dancing? That's typical of him. When he goes to Essequibo, he enjoys himself. I said, boy, you work hard, enjoy yourself. And he likes this chutney music and all of that. We're going to miss all of that. He was great. He was a significant member of the family. And so to everybody, our deepest condolences, our deepest sympathy, and may God guide us all in prayer. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir. As kindly we class hands, we join in a short pratana. Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahano Vunaktu Saha Viryam Karavavahai Tejasvina Vaditamastu Ma Vishavahai Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Shri Guru Bhyo Namaha Hari Om. Haven't listened to all the other speakers, and the brother of the deceased, another Nana of mine. Only got to know him today, well, meeting him in person. At this time, the words of which, having listened to many others, rings a bell in my ear, and I'm sure it's ringing in your ears as well. And that is selfless services. Nana would have given or offered so many opportunities to many. I'm one of them. Opportunities of which he would have also reaped, but he saw not just only for himself, but for the well-being of others. And speaking on this very note reminds me of a great deity or God in a specific form, while today we refer to him as Bhagavan Shri Krishna based upon our rituals. Selfless services, there is no greater one, a character coming from Ramayana, which happens to be one of the greatest epics of our culture, and that is Shri Hanumanji. While the world or many may point fingers to us as Sanatanists or Vedantists, and I say not Hindus, because Hindu derives from the word Sindhu, which is literally a valley in India. Indians and us who lives to this culture, we're considered Sanatanists or Vedantist. And while you and I, we continue to live to the best of our ability to the teachings of our scriptures, fingers are sometimes being pointed to us that we worship a monkey god. And I'm saying with all respect. But I wish to clarify that and also highlight the qualities of that very monkey god. So even though Hanumanji, by name, and there are so many other names as well, he's well known for the selfless services of which he would have rendered to so many. He even offered this to Tum upkar sugriva hi ki ha Ram milay raj. He offered selfless services, or he served Sugriva, the chief of his troop, way before Bhagavan Sri Ram. Who's Sri Ram? God himself. So one may say, how are you talking about Hanumanji and you're talking about Sri Ram now? It's not two God. It's God in more than one forms, and of course different names. So while Sri Ram happens to be the goal, Hanumanji is the source that guides us towards attaining or achieving that goal. And so this is why I've commenced my small message this evening on this note. Speaking of a true sevak, Hanumanji is known as a sevak. Seva is the work that has to get done, but sevak is the one who does the actual work. See, all the preparations that we had today, many of us maybe come and say, wow, the one who get the work done, that's Jehu. All these arrangements, all the family members whom would have performed their duties to the best of their ability. And I'm speaking of those of whom had the opportunity in his last days in taking good care of him. I let you know that that was a golden opportunity. Because when you perform selfless service, my dear friends, there is an old saying, Yatha karma tatha palam. And this goes for every denomination, irrespective if you're a Hindu, Muslim, or a Christian. Literally means that every action is bound by a fruit. I can recall Mataji referring to those words earlier. That every action is bound by a fruit. Even though we refer to as karma, as good and bad actions, karma literally means just actions that is followed by a fruit. This is the thing, that every action is bound by a fruit. Whatever we perform and every action that we perform, whether we like the fruit or not, it is anyway coming. So like that, today, as we reflect, many times we say we celebrate the life, but truly, my dear friends, you celebrate life when you have a full-fledged life and body. Today, we reflect upon those great qualities of which he possessed. and of what method you and I can utilize in applying those kind of great qualities of which he had into our lives, making it a better one. Why I'm saying this? There's one beautiful verse that says, Aprapyam namani hasti dhirasya vyavasayinaha, which literally means, and this emphasized words of which the younger brother would have mentioned just now, that nothing in this world is unobtainable for one who is courageous and industrious. Our late Nana, well, the deceased, would have been one who lived by those kind of principles. He said very little, but he acted more. For the entire journey coming here on this date for this ritual, or the Antyeshti Kriya, which we have performed earlier, others were saying in the vehicle that how all others, whenever they came for the viewing and the wake nights that we had, they had. Unfortunately, I could have not been there at that time, and God would have permitted me and a few others to join with all of you today. But like I'm saying, during that process and during that time coming here, everyone keeps saying that, he was a very quiet man. He was a very easygoing one. And these kind of qualities are very rare, because Srimad Bhagavad Gita commences with a beautiful shloka, which is a question actually, Kim Kurvata Sanjaya? Dharma Kshetra Kurukshetra. What did my sons and his sons of the Pandavas did on the battlefield of Kurukshetra? Now, many might not understand what I'm talking about at this time, but the Kurukshetra happens to be this field of this life that you and I are in right now, and the battle that we are fighting is the challenges that we face daily, right? But greater than the challenges that we face, it is for you and I to find the right solution to such, and that of which he had. He said very little, but he acted more. And those are qualities of whom? Shri Hanumanji. Hanumanji said very little, but his actions were so vibrant. This is why till now we still glorify him. And so why I'm saying all of this at this time? You see, whatever you want to let anyone know, anything, you let them know how much you love them, how much you care for them, you do that when they're alive. Yeah? You want to take good care of them, like I've said, those of whom got that opportunity was a goaling one, right? You do all of the good things and the conscious things. You need to tell someone. You need to tell someone how good they are when they are alive. This goes for every one of us. He did not choose that, coming to this part of the world, forget about everybody else. No. Unfortunately, this time and this time of the world in the world that you and I are experiencing, we just keep pulling down each other, and that's a bigger problem. If I accumulate a little bit more than you and you accumulate a little bit more than me, I cannot speak to you, nor can I sit next to you, I cannot say this. This is how the world is moving today. And this is not a Hindu kind of thing. This is a human-like thing. This is a human kind of thing. This is why, as humans, we're suffering so bitterly. But today, my dear friends, we had a stalwart in our family, like many others would have had. And for those of whom would have got contact with him, in touch with him, I'm sure that we are very much aware that what a gem he was. Now, like I've said, that now is not might not be the best time to say this. What a gem he was. You do that when he's alive. And so meaning that is a truly waste of time, and it might sound stupid at this time, but please think very carefully. This happens. Majority of the times when we come to forums like these, you normally hear these words, may the soul rest in peace. Is that so? You guys hearing, right? Yeah. Don't you think it is most fitting to live in peace? Hello? It is most sensible, this is for all of us, it is most sensible that you live in peace, then for sure you die peacefully. You live with grace, you die gracefully. You live consciously, you die consciously. And this, today, the deceased would have been one who carried these kind of qualities. the qualities of which you and I must imbibe. These qualities are not only coming from him, but our scriptures. But this is why why am I highlighting all of this? Is because he, maybe like many others said, that, they will miss him at the times going to the mandir. See, this is the thing. One should take that spot, meaning not actually sitting there, but take that role or that leading role whereby everybody feel confident and gains courage with your presence, of which he did. When you and I can do that, my dear friends, our scriptures, Sri Rama Charitamanas tells us that majority of the times we weep for those who we truly should not weep for. We cry for those who you truly should not cry for, meaning for those of whom lives a life with grace. A meaningful life, and not just living long, is greater than just living long. Today, my dear friends, as I'm fast approaching the end of my message, I see my sister here. I think my time is up. Nevertheless, I utilize the opportunity in extending words of condolences to all the immediate family of the deceased and all the friends as well. At this time, on behalf of myself and extended family, all home in Guyana, Essequibo, we pray, may God continue to bless us all with the faith, courage, and understanding to move forward in life with grace. It is truly with the presence and the guidance from God will give us the courage to move forward. And so, also applying those kind of teachings and values of which he had into our lives, if we truly would have valued his time of which he would have spent with us. I thank you very much for listening to me. I only hope and pray that whatever I've said in this very short time can enlighten us a little bit more, of which our culture propagates. And I say culture, why? Because whether we call ourselves a Hindu, Muslim, or a Christian, what makes us such, my dear friends, is not by calling us ourselves a specific name, but more so living to the teachings of those great texts, whether it be the Holy Bible, whether it be the Holy Quran, or the Srimad Bhagavad Gita. I assure you, living by those principles will make you a greater human in this world. Thank you very much. At this time, my dear friends, I will ask, I can see they're assembling here at this moment for a small tribute. Can I have a word? Yeah, please. Okay, no problem. Please feel free. Can I have? Can I have 1 minute, please? You going? Oh, this is brother. Save your man. Right. Just stop. You don't mention? Rio. Sister. Sorry. So we're asking for all family members assemble, please, and you go one by one and you offer your flowers, and after which we'll be disposing of the body. Please do. Thank you very much.
ओ पालनहारे निर्गुण और न्यारे, तुमरे बिन हमरा कौन नहीं, तुमरे बिन हमरा कौन नहीं।
ओ पालनहारे निर्गुण और न्यारे, तुमरे बिन हमरा
अंधता में तुम्हें तो भरे हो चांदनी, सूरज में उजाला तुम्ही से, ये गगन है मगन, तुम्हें तो दिए हो इस तारे भगवन, ये जीवन तुम्हें न सवारोगे तो क्या कोई सवारे। ओ पालनहारे निर्गुण और न्यारे, तुमरे बिन हमरा कौन नहीं, तुमरे बिन हमरा कौन नहीं।
ओ पालनहारे निर्गुण और न्यारे, तुमरे बिन हमरा कौन नहीं, तुमरे बिन हमरा कौन नहीं।
जो सुनो तो कहे प्रभु जी हमरी है विनती, दुखी जन को धीरज दो, हारे नहीं वो कभी दुख से, तुम निर्बल को रक्षा दो, रह पाए निर्बल सुख से।
भक्ति दो, शक्ति दो, भक्ति दो, शक्ति दो।
जग के जो स्वामी हो, इतनी तो अर्ज सुनो, है पथ में अंधियारे, दे दो वरदान में उजियारे।
ओ पालनहारे निर्गुण और न्यारे, तुमरे बिन हमरा कौन नहीं, तुमरे बिन हमरा कौन नहीं। ओ पालनहारे निर्गुण और न्यारे, तुमरे बिन हमरा कौन नहीं, तुमरे बिन हमरा कौन नहीं।
हमरे उलझन सुलझाओ भगवन,
तुमरे बिन हमरा कौन नहीं, तुमरे बिन हमरा कौन नहीं, तुमरे बिन हमरा कौन नहीं, तुमरे बिन हमरा कौन नहीं।
आए भी अकेला, जाए भी अकेला, दो दिन की जिंदगी है, दो दिन का मेला। आए भी अकेला, जाए भी अकेला, दो दिन की जिंदगी है, दो दिन का मेला। आए भी अकेला, जाए भी अकेला, 2 दिन की जिंदगी है, 2 दिन का मेला। 2 दिन की जिंदगी है, 2 दिन का मेला। आए भी अकेला, जाए भी अकेला, 2 दिन की जिंदगी है, 2 दिन का मेला। जिनके लिए है तूने महल सजाए, मतलब के यार सारे सभी है पराए। जिनके लिए है तूने महल सजाए, मतलब के यार सारे सभी है पराए। इन्हीं के लिए है कितना तूने दुख झेला, 2 दिन की जिंदगी है, 2 दिन का मेला। आए भी अकेला, जाए भी अकेला, 2 दिन की जिंदगी है, 2 दिन का मेला। 2 दिन की जिंदगी है, 2 दिन का मेला। काहे को तू आया जग में, क्या तुझको करना, नेकी करम कर ले, दुनिया से डरना। काहे को तू आया जग में, क्या तुझको करना, नेकी करम कर ले, दुनिया से डरना। पाप की अगर में खुद को काहे को धकेला, 2 दिन की जिंदगी है, 2 दिन का मेला। आए भी अकेला, जाए भी अकेला, 2 दिन की जिंदगी है, 2 दिन का मेला। हरि की शरण तू हो जा, ध्यान लगा ले, जीवन मिले ना फिर ये जीवन को पाले। हरि की शरण तू हो जा, ध्यान लगा ले, जीवन मिले ना फिर ये जीवन को पाले। खेल जगत का सारा उसी ने है खेला, 2 दिन की जिंदगी है, 2 दिन का मेला। आए भी अकेला, जाए भी अकेला, 2 दिन की जिंदगी है, 2 दिन का मेला। ये जिंदगी है प्यारे एक झूठा सपना, गैरों की दुनिया में नहीं कोई अपना। ये जिंदगी है प्यारे एक झूठा सपना, गैरों की दुनिया में नहीं कोई अपना। सबके रहते हुए मैं हूँ अकेला, 2 दिन की जिंदगी है, 2 दिन का मेला। आए भी अकेला, जाए भी अकेला, 2 दिन की जिंदगी है, 2 दिन का मेला। 2 दिन की जिंदगी है, 2 दिन का मेला। 2 दिन की जिंदगी है, 2 दिन का मेला।
नहीं चाहिए रंग महल ना धन दौलत की शान।
हम तो मांगे तुझसे मालिक एक संतोष का दान।
कि घर घर में खुशहाली हो, सदा सुख की हरियाली हो।
नहीं चाहिए रंग महल ना धन दौलत की शान।
हम
तो मांगे तुझसे मालिक एक संतोष का दान।
तूने हमको जन्म दिया है, तू ही पालनहार। तेरी दया से फूले फले हम सबका घर संसार।
तूने हमको जन्म दिया है, तू ही पालनहार। तेरी दया से फूले फले हम सबका घर संसार।
नहीं चाहिए हीरे मोती,
नहीं चाहिए हीरे मोती।
ना रत्नों की खान।